What's going on, America? This is Kevin at Kevin's Corner, and I'm going to try to make some sense out of this nonsense that's going on. I got a message for Hillary Clinton. Hillary, if you're listening, I'm going to answer the mystery, the question that you've been asking yourself. What happened? You stunk as a candidate. I'm black. What excuse do you have for me not voting for you? You can't use the race card. I'm surely not a sexist. I have heard you go on a full blown tour telling everyone about how you lost, with the exception of how you really lost, considering that you were completely corrupt, you were very non approachable, you were systematic in your approach, you didn't have any awareness of what is going on in the real world. Your privilege, if you want to talk about white privilege, you're like the ambassador of it. Not to mention, you talked about Bernie Sanders and his involvement in your loss when you sabotaged Bernie Sanders' campaign. You talked about Comey being implemented in your loss when Comey is the only reason you're not in jail. You talked about why white women didn't vote for you as if their husbands control their mind and said, baby, you better not vote for no Hillary Clinton, okay? You trying to act like you lost because Donald Trump and all of his rhetoric. I saw you get on TV the other day and talk about his inauguration speech as basically a cry for white supremacy and all of this. I didn't hear that, and I'm black. Let me tell you something, Hillary, if you're listening. Before all of that came out, before all of those things you listed, most of America had already made up in their mind that they weren't going to vote for you anyway. You're not likable. In fact, prior to the Comey coming out, the Comey announcement about opening up the investigation again, most people had already made up their mind. I hate to tell you that. And it's because of that whack, sorry, fake news media had you all souped up in your head thinking you was far ahead, and then you took it to the chin. Oof. And you got the nerve to get up there and talk about, yeah, Donald Trump's statement of make America great is a cry for white supremacists, when yet your husband made the same statement. Why isn't he a white supremacist? And what's wrong with making America great? When you do stuff like that, you cause division. What you do is you paint false narratives that further divide our country. And let me break it down to you this way. What happens when you get done trying to make excuses, and all of course, the rest of the Democrats, and America becomes divided and non-patriotic? What are you trying to do? Are you trying to make people in America lose their sense of pride? Why can't we say, let's make America great again? Why can't we say, let's make America first in all of these economic decisions and war decisions that we make? Remember, Hillary, when Americans were proud to be American? We weren't running around tiptoeing, not putting up the American flag, scared to even say that America is great and we're number one. Yeah, we weren't hypersensitive to the rest of the world and pandering to all the snowflakes now, because if we say we're American, then we're nationalists. Just because I'm proud to be an American, am I a white nationalist? Remember Rocky IV when he fought Ivan Drago, and Drago got up there and said, I must break you. He said, I'm real champion. I will destroy all man. If he dies, he dies. How dare you kill Apollo Ivan Drago? And then when he faced Rocky, he looked at me and said, I must break you. And Rocky said, go for it. All of America was rooting for Rocky, not because of Rocky. We were rooting for him because he was going up against the Russians. Yeah, we had pride in being American. I remember watching it as a kid. I was like, and James Brown, live in America, hand in hand. We were all jamming to that song. We loved being Americans. In fact, remember when the Olympics happens? I don't know about you, I become extremely patriotic towards America. I mean, I don't care what we play in. I don't care if it's marbles. I don't care if it's jacks. I don't care if it's fling, flang, flu. I want America to be first. Is there a problem with that? Is there a problem with saying, let's keep America first? Let's make America great again? Well, see, I got it. I figured it out. You hate that because Donald Trump came up with it, and a lot of Americans feel that we have been left behind by people like you, who would rather look at their own political agenda, their own pockets, their own power, their own party before Americans. And that is why he won. Not because he's a white nationalist, the false narrative that you're pushing. Not because of the Russians. Not because the moon and the skies didn't line up for me. And I had the sniffles that day and Donald Trump was so close. I felt like there were creepy crawlers all over me. And then your head starts doing this and that crazy, wicked Joker smile. I mean, you got to be kidding me. Sometimes I think you are a complete sociopath, where you can get in the mirror and look at yourself and say, I really believe that I was unjustly beat. I mean, you have to be sociopath to even not see how you have used the system, the voters, the people who you claim you care about, to just elevate your career to the top. So, before you start pointing a finger, Hillary, I need you to point the thumb. I want some more thumb pointers, not finger pointers. That's why you lost. Okay? So, with that being said, Hillary, go somewhere and sit down. This is Kevin Ellerby.